one of you wouldn't mind introducing Kilburn Strode and maybe just talking a little bit about who you are and what your roles were on the Equinox implementation project.
Kilburn Strode is a top-tier patent and trademark firm. We have clients all around the world, and we are located in London, the Netherlands, and have a satellite office in San Francisco. And we pride ourselves on being a sort of modern, forward-thinking patent and trademark firm.
So what were Kilburn and Strode looking for in an IP management system?
Well, I think there were probably three things we were looking for. We were looking for something that would be a one-stop shop, so something that would do everything we needed it to do in one single system. We were looking for something with a sort of modern, clean look and feel to it. And then finally, we were actually looking for a team we could work with that shared the same values as Kilburn and Strode.
Because the previous systems that we had in our company, they were there and they were good for their individual functionality, but they were not integrated well, and some of them were not implemented really well. So when we started looking for a new system, we thought, let's see if we could find a system that could do all of this. And we found Equinox, and Equinox is very well capable of doing all these things in one single system.
So obviously we worked really closely together for a while, getting Kilburn and Strode live with Equinox. It'd be great to hear a little bit about your experience during that phase.
There was a lot of being shut away in meeting rooms with big whiteboards up, and we were literally mapping out a workflow from start to finish. And we would have a team of experts in there with us, so there'd be a qualified attorney, an admin and somebody from our docketing team to make sure that we were covering all aspects. And then obviously we were hit with COVID. We had to then take that very quickly online, and I think we'd done it pretty well, because we still managed to do all these maps and build these maps whilst all being virtual.
Yeah, I think it would be fair to say it was quite a challenge. I mean, you've got to remember we were changing out pretty much all of our existing systems for a new system, and we did it right in the middle of a lockdown. So it was quite a challenging time. We learnt a lot in those first few weeks.
We had to train everybody on the new system, because we were replacing all our system, as you said, by one system, and everything people were used to was going to go.
After going live as well, we got a lot of feedback from you guys of kind of ways in which we could improve the system, because it was impossible to know before the fact how it would scale up in practice, and some of the functionality definitely got improved as a result of that.
There was some data that we decided needed to be handled slightly differently, and there we discovered a couple of the workflows just needed some tweaks. But what was really nice was lots of support during that time.
We did.
And very, very responsive from you guys to help us deal with each of those things as they came up.
Thinking about the support as well once you were live, I mean that was obviously all remote as well, wasn't it? So we had our support team, your internal help desk team, and then the project team as well, all sort of trying to work together to gather the user feedback, support the users, and then sort of be reactive to that as well. So yeah, a lot to do remotely, but we got through it.
I think one of the things that I most enjoyed about the Equinox project was actually working together as a team. I mean, it was pretty full on at times, it was very intense, but actually really enjoyed all of us working together and the extended team.
We all had a very similar mindset, and we had a really good work ethic, because your guys' energy matched our energy. It just worked so well.
So Lisa, your team in particular are using Equinox all day, every day. We're now 2 years after go live. It would be great to hear a little bit about how everyone's getting on.
It was a massive change, but the team, they find it so easy to use. I think it's the ease of just things like searching and adding communications in and the due dates, and we weren't really quite aware of how useful it would be. It's where it's more streamlined and more efficient. It's completely sort of change the way they work. And I think where they've embraced it, they even make suggestions of sort of like additional changes maybe that we can incorporate. And even on the workflows that they're using, you know, they come up with some good ideas about, you know, 2 years down the line, actually, when we first went live, we kind of needed those extra sort of tasks and steps in place, but now where people are more used to it, possibly the chance that we could, you know, start to tweak the workflows a little to make it even more efficient.
Us helping to make your processes more efficient, you've kind of helped to improve our product as well. I think there's been quite a lot of back and forth and developments on our side as a result of what you guys have had to say.
Oh, that's good.
You were right in saying that, Callum, because we have upgraded Equinox 2 times. We had 2 major upgrades in the last 2 years. So many new features have been added to Equinox, which, yes, some of that asked by us, but then you have also improved the product for us, for all your clients, and we really like where we are now, 2 years down the line.
So where do you see the future of Kilburn Strode and Equinox?
I think the future is more of the same. During the implementation phase and after going live in the last 2 years, we have learned so much about these new processes. We have improved the system, our processes. We just want to do the same. And I think our technical plans that we have put in place to work with you to upgrade the system every 3 months is really going to help us achieve that. The new features that are on your roadmap, we want them as soon as possible. So this 3-month upgrade that we have not done before is very exciting. We want to do that over the next few years and really just carry on doing what we are doing so well.